How's it going, boys? It's been a while. You're back to a new episode of the Homeboy, well, Hangover Hours of Homeboy 44. It's been a while since I've done a video in this channel. I guess we're back to playing Call of Duty again, but of course, I'm playing Black Ops 2 because it came out again on PS5. And you might be saying, Homeboy, do you buy it on PS5? No, I'm just using Plutonium right now for the PC version. Oh, fuck. For the PC version, I'm not used to the high frame rate in this game. I'm not real with you. The filter people make me trip up a little bit. I don't know why. Yeah, no, I'm just not used to the fucking high ass frame rate. But hopefully the video quality is better. I got an NVIDIA GPU, so I'm hoping that it looks nice. Fuck. I'm hoping it looks nicer. Hoping the image quality is better. Fuck me, dude. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I hope you guys have been doing well, and I'm hoping that I can start recording more often than not. I'm starting my grad school next week actually, which is a big step. Okay, I guess I suck at this game. I guess I'm just bad, man. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm starting grad school next week, and it's been an interesting couple months. I'm not bro. Fuck me. It's been an interesting couple months, and I just thought I'd talk about it and talk about a couple of things. Some of my friends. Now, this is, I don't want to say this is a response to one of my friends' videos, but it's something that came up to my head and that I think works better if I responded or spoke about it in a Hangover Hour with the Homeboy 44. I actually killed someone by doing hip fire. That's kind of crazy, bro. Anyway, we got defeated. I don't care. I'm gonna be real with you. I was getting my ass beat there. Oh, yeah, that was a halo. Okay, cool. But nonetheless, sorry. I want to see maybe this map. Yeah, I don't think I've played it on grind. I never owned DLCs, but anyway, I'm getting too sidetracked. Can you tell that my ADHD is on the fucking roof? Can you tell? I think it is. Anyway, nonetheless, the whole purpose of this video is to talk about failure and what does it mean to fail, right? Especially, I guess for me, it touches a deep topic because one of my biggest mindsets, and I will say this always, I want to say that I'm the biggest failure ever. Not in a negative way though. I like failing. It's something that I've enjoyed doing since I was a kid. For me, learning and moving on my own life. What the fuck? I shot your first bitch. Anyway, moving on my own life and moving towards my own goals and things like those. It was all based on failure, right? Like the things I have, the things I own, the things I managed to get. Every little thing was based on failure. I envy people who say that or who have like a really good mindset of perfectionism. I cannot. I just simply cannot be a perfectionist. I tried. I wish I could try. I wish I could, pull it off, but I just simply can't, I can't. If everything was perfect, I feel like my life will be monotone and I will not feel like I've grown, But I guess for me, failure holds a really weird space in my life. And hold on. I'm getting okay. But and I've lived my life through failures, But then comes the fact that failure for other people, not for me, is different. Other people see failure as something that defines them. And I guess the title of this video is you are not a failure, and your failures don't define you, I will say this. I'm not gonna name my friend, but if he watches the video, he'll probably know who I am. I'm speaking about him. But it's something that I wanted to just touch upon because it's a pretty deep topic, you know? We see failure in multiple aspects in our life. We see failure in our jobs. We see failure in our school life, our relationships. Shit, almost every single aspect of our life, every domain, every as significant as one may think, there will be failures there, right? And in a way, we tend to internalize those failures way too much. Bitch, you ain't reviving here. Anyway, we tend to internalize those failures a lot. Okay, I'm gonna reload real quick. We tend to internalize those failures a lot, and it is something that was pretty cool. It's something that happens, and it's something that we don't have control over because we are egocentrical beings. Ego is part of us, and we feel shame, we feel embarrassment. Those things happen, you know? And you're saying, Hornboy, you were just saying that you think of failure differently. And my response to that is, dude, I'm completely different to most people. I'm not saying I'm unique or special, but I have my own thoughts, and so do you, right? We all have our very own unique thoughts and, you know, concerns and worries and shit like that, you know? It's part of who we are. But it is how we see failure that will define who we are as people. And a lot of the time we tie failure to our maturity level, or we tie it to things in a very extremely personal manner. Holy shit, I got nuked. I was gonna say a very bad joke, so I'm not gonna say it right now. But we often tie our failures and our successes to who we are as people, right? If I fall down and I look very, very, very silly, that's who I am for the next couple days, right? If I get rejected from, I don't know, I've been chasing this, not chasing, but I'm gonna say a different word because that sounds kind of weird. I've been flirting with this girl for a couple times and she rejects me, therefore I failed, and my definition for the next couple days is that I'm a failure. You know, it's just kind of how it's presented to us, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? And it's not. I'm not saying you should change. I'm not saying you should stop looking at it that way. But what I'm saying is, any mistakes we commit, any mistakes we face, it's not who we are as people. And things change. That's kind of the beautiful thing on life, is that things grow. People change. People learn from their mistakes, right? Failure does not define us. I thought, speaking of back on the friend that I was speaking about, I said in a weird way. I don't know why I said it in a weird way. But going back to the topic of the friend that I was mentioning about, the way I believe I told him this. Maybe I didn't, but maybe I did. I mentioned that maturity. We talk about maturity and maturity in failure, maturity and things like those. But maturity is also seen as a way to tie us to the failures we commit, right? Maybe you leave a job that you did not like, but other people think you're a failure for that because they're judging you because you were not mature enough to stick around with that job, right? Or maybe, you know, you fucking struggle with a class and you dropped it, and your parents or your friends are like, dude, that's a failure, man. Well, why do you do that? Like, there's a sense of shame, even though sometimes it's not meant to be the meaning. There is a level of shame that people do impose upon you that we don't have much control over, which it kind of fucking sucks that that's the case too. I'm gonna be real, but yeah, it happens. It's a reality, you know. And I guess in a way, just it sucks, you know? It fucking does, because maybe some people don't want to act in that regard, or maybe some people do it in a fucking meaningful way, thinking that they're doing something good when in reality it's just shaming you over your failures, right? So I told this friend that maturity is not real. What do I mean by this, right? There's an objective level of maturity that people have. Like, if you're fucking, you know... But I was gonna mention the example of, like, oh, if you're, you know, acting, you know, you're playing with toys still instead of getting a job, or shit like that. But then there's like an argument, like, what's hurting you about the person that's, you know, playing with toys and still at the age of 24 or 25 or whatever? Like, what's really stopping you or stopping that person from being considered mature? Because in the societal standards of maturity, he doesn't fit fully. Like, maturity is based on societal standards, right? And maturity is usually imposed upon you. There's no tangible or truly objective reasons of what maturity is. Maturity could be, fuck it, if you're from a different culture, maturity might be, oh, you're taking care of your family, oh, you're doing all these other things, oh, you're not playing games anymore, you're fucking getting a job, or, you know, you're getting your degree, shit like that. That's maturity for many people. Or maturity could very much just be fucking, you know, you pay your taxes and you don't care about people's opinions, and you know what, you care about your own opinion, so for you, you're mature. So there's multiple degrees of maturity that it is kind of silly how we how should I say, we live in society, but we as people tend to bound ourselves to what other people consider mature. We tend to just bound ourselves to that. We don't really think about what maturity means to us, right? I know some of my friends and my partner, for example, she'll say you're really mature. That's kind of what I like about you. But maybe in her standard of maturity, I'm mature. But, you know, maybe for other people, I sound like a dumbass. Like, maybe I'm speaking gibberish. I mean, maybe for you, dear viewer, you might think I'm a dumbass or I'm speaking complete bullshit. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And for you, I might sound like a complete entitled brat, you know? Who I think my opinion matters, therefore I'm sharing it with other people. But maybe that's not the case, you know? So maturity can have different meanings, and there's no true level of maturity. I think what true maturity, and this is completely, probably a very hypocritical standpoint after I just said that there's no such thing as real maturity, but if I was to define maturity, true maturity, in this day and age, I think it will fall more on what we see as, or what is meaningful to us, right? It's accepting that sometimes the perfect happy ending. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm so not used to fucking controlling PC. But it's sometimes accepting that. It's accepting that shit is bound to fail and accepting it and learning from it. I think maturity is taking that step forward of understanding that once you've fallen, you need to get back up. It's doing things for yourself. Maturity should not be defined by other people, should be defined by yourself. Just as failure should not be defined by others, it should be defined for yourself. And your failures, your losses, should not define who you are. Sure, maybe your current self is caused that failure to happen, you know? Maybe you were not mentally prepared. Maybe you were not experienced enough to do something. Maybe a job, maybe a school. I don't fucking know. Maybe you were trying to commit tax evasion and you fucking failed miserably, right? Does that mean that because you failed or because you know, you didn't provide the results you wanted, now you matter less? No. At the end of the day, it's your own opinion. The version you see of yourself is what's going to matter. Not what other people are trying to impose on you. That's a pretty cool shot. That's a pretty cool shot. I can't even lie. That's a pretty cool shot. So, well, this is kind of nice. How do you take? I forgot to take a screenshot on video. But that's ultimately speaking, that's what's going to carry the most weight in our life, right? Blah blah blah. Because it's just going to do it, you know.
Securing B.
It's just going to do it. Sorry, I had to take a screenshot for my fucking, you know, my beautiful miniature. Yeah. Anyway, going back to my main thought. I'm sorry I got quiet. Again, can you tell that I'm off my meds right now? But nonetheless. The biggest judge for all of us in our everyday life is going to be us. So I implore you, to my friend who's probably listening to this, to my lover, my great fiance, to my best friends, to you, dear viewer, to maybe my family member. I don't even know if I'm gonna get big enough for my family members to even listen to what the fuck I'm saying. But if that ever happens, don't judge yourself so harshly. Have some self-compassion for yourself. Have some self-pity. Love yourself. Do what's best for you. If people disagree with what you do, that's their opinion, not yours. Your failures are going to be yours. Your failures, your successes, those are things that you're choosing for yourself, not other people are imposing on you. Don't let others impose shit on you.
Securing Bravo.
Learn from your... And also, sorry, before I continue with that topic, learn
UAV on standby.
from your failures. Learn to love your failures, almost. Don't just... You know, I'm gonna try sniping. Don't just foolishly sit down and act like, oh, you know what? I suck at shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna kill myself. Don't just take it. Learn from it. Don't be afraid of failure, and don't be afraid of what's about to happen. Sometimes a decision you make, like, I don't know, leaving a job, fucking breaking up with someone who was not good for you,
Losing A.
cutting off friends. Sometimes those decisions feel heavy and hard to do,
Losing B.
but don't be afraid of making them. If the decision was wrong, if the decision was bad, or if the decision was good, you did it already. It is what it is. You need to learn to let go. Or don't. I mean, at the end of the day, it is my opinion. I'm just spouting complete bullshit from what I want to say. So,
Enemy took A.
it is my opinion at the end of the day. And you can take it, or you can say, you know what, homeboy, you sound mad dumb, so I'm not gonna listen to you. Fuck you, fucker. You smell bad. And you fail as a kid. I did fail as a kid. But that's just how it is. That's just the beauty of life, really. Life is a big cycle of learning and failures and successes. I don't want you to be like me. You don't have to be like me. And I don't think even I want to be like me. I always want to be different from the day I was before. And it's a hard mindset to get into, because that means I have to always accept that I'm going to do embarrassing things. Accept that I'm not always going to be humble, or not always going to be, you know, prideful. Right? I have to accept those things if I want to grow. I make mistakes, dude.
Losing Bravo.
Nonetheless, take care of yourselves, guys. You know, love life, dude.
UAV inbound.
And I know I said I would keep success and shit like that, but I can't even keep my own promises. I'm gonna try posting next week again, man. I swear. I'm gonna try my best. But it's gonna be hard, but you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. Thank you for so much for being here. I appreciate you listening to me. Whoever you are, that back in behind that screen, take care of yourself. Your opinion matters.
Securing C.
Your actions will have consequences, and you just have to learn to accept those consequences. Don't look at them as a bad thing, because consequences could be good. Consequences could be bad. Does that matter? Well, only you decide. It's your life. Live your life. Have some self-thought for yourself. Don't have your thoughts be influenced by other people. Doubt things. Question things. Damn, I sound like a fucking politician right now. I should go into politics. Goddamn. Nah, I'm not gonna. If I was to do that shit, I will genuinely hate myself. Oh, wait. Sorry about that. Wait. I forgot you can lean on PC. You can lean anyway. I'm being a little chaotic right now, but actually, let me just capture the flag. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys take care of yourself, and goodbye.